story of the day, before we do like a quick product walkthrough, is Gamma, which is one of the GigaChad AI tools that was released over the last few years. And I think they have 50 plus million users now. So they're absolutely killing it. It's probably the best way. Let me just see what their tagline is. Let's give me a shout out. Presentations, websites, and socials at the speed of thought. So AI powered presentations, decks, social media stuff, presentations, and now they've just released the Gamma API, a connector to automate your workflows. Now, if you don't know what an API is, it's basically a way to connect one tool, one digital product with another tool. So let's say you wanted to create a deck or a social media post from an email. You could connect your Gmail account to Gamma via API, and you can say, create me a pitch deck from this email, and it will do it. Okay. So with your Gamma API, you can do CRM to sales deck, blog to LinkedIn carousel, research to summary deck, job link to onboarding deck, and a bunch of other stuff. Let's go through and we'll watch this video. But Gamma is one of my favorite tools and they are crushing it. Shout out to the whole team there. Yeah, this API kind of opens everything up. Everything's on the table with this. First mover advantage is now available for any of the technology enjoyers that can use it to sell things or be the GOAT in your company. Let's watch.
Hi, I'm Dini, Head of Product for AI at Gamma. Today I'm excited to share with you Gamma's Generate API, a connector that allows Gamma to talk directly to all the other tools that you use. And while Gamma is already an extremely useful platform, with our API, it has superpowers. Gamma can now integrate into your favorite tools, all connected, all automated. With the Gamma Generate API, we can take one market research report and instantly turn it into hundreds of personalized presentations for different audiences. And that same market report can even be turned into social content that I can use to grow my business. Over the past several months, we've been working with hundreds of real users as they tested out the beta version of our API. You can integrate the API directly with your own tools and applications, or if you're non-technical, you can use the Generate API with your favorite no-code automation platforms such as Zapier, Make, N8N, Workato, etc. All of the documentation for the API is available on our website at developers.gamma.app. We're so excited to see what you build.
Amazing. So if you haven't actually tried Gamma yet, let me just show you the website, gamma.app. They've just gone through, or recently went through, a rebrand. Bear with me. We're going to do a demo in a sec, but let me try and see if I can I can't open this in incognito, I think. And then, yeah, let me share. If I share this, I just want you to see the website. They've done a lovely job with really nice job with the rebrand on Gamma. It's just delightful. Thought I'd share that before we dive in and do a demo. Yeah, kudos to the Gamma team for everything they've done. Okay. Now we are going to show a demo of what Gamma is. So once you log into Gamma, this is going to be our tutorial for the day. So at the end of the stream, we'll cover the news, cover the updates from AI, and then try and do a little demo of a useful tool or product. And today we're going to be choosing Gamma. So once you first log into Gamma, you're going to see this screen. I've just gone into a new folder, so you can see any previously created stuff. But in essence, all you have to do inside of Gamma is go and press this Create New button, and you're going to come through to here. You've got three options. You either paste in text, you can generate something from one line or prompt, or you can import a file or URL, which gives you the option to add existing docs, presentations, or web pages, etc. So let's go with this generate. We can open it up, and then you're going to have a few options. it started off with just a presentation, but now you can do a presentation, a web page, a document, or even social media posts. We'll start with the most obvious one, which is presentation. We're going to select the traditional 16 by 9. You can do fluid and it will make you larger slides or narrow slides depending. And you can choose a number of cards that you want. You can even go up to 75 slides created if you're on the Ultra plan, up to 50 if you're on the Pro. But we're just going to go for a 10. And we're going to do a simple presentation. Create me a simple presentation explaining the capabilities of the AI tool called Gamma. I want to show it to my small to medium size business clients who are trying to get better at using AI. Okay. Then once you're done, all you have to do is press this magic button here and it will go to work for you. Now, if you've ever created decks before in like PPT, PowerPoint format, or Google Slides, you know how painful it is, unless if you love pain. But we've now got an outline. Slide 1, unlocking AI power for your business. Then it goes through and actually creates the outline for each slide. What is Gamma? Why it matters for small businesses? Key features, create more than presentations, collaboration, etc., all the way through to 10. And you can add more here. If you wanted to customize it, you've got a bunch of options too. Amount of text per card, minimal, concise, detailed, or extensive, depending on the use case, of course. You can choose the visuals, image source. You can do AI images, stock photos, web searches, etc. You can choose the AI image model. Now, even if you're not really well versed in how good these models are or what the different ones are good at, that really doesn't matter. You can probably choose any of these depending if you've got a simple use case. But if you highlight over or hover over, you can see what these are good for. Realistic styles. This is good for people, faces, and text. Image N3 is good for artistic stuff. This is one by Google. And you can go down to the more advanced models if you are on a Plus subscription, and then the premium models, which gives you Recraft and all the great ones up there, and then all the way up to Ultra. But we'll go with some simple ones. We'll go with Imagen 3 Fast, and the art style. Maybe for this, we'll go with line art for this, and we'll just press generate. There is the option to go advanced mode too, if you want to really get in the weeds. But we're just going to go with simple mode. 2 secs. Here we go. Here's our draft. Can we go back to basic mode or... Okay, let's just go generate. But creating something like this, I mean, not so long ago, would have either cost you a lot of money to pay someone to do, or it would have just taken you an immense amount of time and you'd have felt like maybe jumping off a bridge. But now it doesn't have to be that way. You can kind of get all these decks done for you really quickly, at least to a point that is good enough. I mean, the quality is going up every day. These actually are incredible. And then you can just dive in and tweak it for your use case. But look how fast it is. Look how good it is. And if you think it's doing this now, I did this manually. So I pointed and clicked and told it what I wanted. And now in just a couple of minutes, we have a slide deck saying everything about Gamma, what it is. We have the images, we have the text filled in, and then you can go and change it. You can even present directly from here. You can click in and edit any of the slides. You have diagrams, charts, videos, and media. You can embed them, add forms or buttons. Also, it has an agent here too. So if you wanted to make quick edits to this, you can. Maybe we'll go with how can we change this to be can we change the tone so it feels like I'm updating my client, like I'm updating my client with a new capability. Okay. Here we're going to have quick edits. You could also add research, you can refine, you can restyle, but this is basically an agent that's going to look through your deck and it's just going to go and improve it for you. So you don't have to manually tweak each one. It's almost like a bit of a regeneration, but it's an edit rather than a whole regeneration. Okay, here we go. Choose a variation, original or modified. I think this was original, this is modified. I think this has actually been modified. Yeah, we'll go with oh yeah, sorry, it's changing. I didn't see it changing it. But that's good. So that's the agent. You can just talk to the agent on the right hand side and edit it. And here we go. It's pretty good. Hey, you can see how quickly you can do stuff. And on the API side, with Gamma, you can point and click and you can type, or you can speak to the agent, of course, like we just did. You can add a blank card. You can choose its design. You can edit it with AI by choosing this button. Say you didn't really like this. You can say, give me a new image. And it will generate you a new image. But with the API, the reason why that's such an interesting announcement is, let's say you had a template for a social media post, and there you go, we've got a new image. Obviously, you can change the styles, change the AI model that's doing it. Let's say you wanted to create a social media post based off of any content that you had anywhere in any app of your business. You could say, when this happens, do this in Gamma. It'll fire an API request in, and Gamma will just create it for you. So